This is Jammin with Kron Rex.
And don't forget to subscribe so you get the videos as they come out.
Coach Cam made this shit.
I'm Brenden Kron. This is Rex. And welcome to Jammin with Kron and Rex.
The most rapidly aging podcast in America. Because we're getting fucking old
Quick.
at an alarming rate.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell the people what you just found?
I have my first gray hair.
You want to tell them how old you are?
I am 24.
You would think it's 42.
Yeah.
Kind of, I don't know. I have been noticing, because I'm right at the same age as you.
Yeah.
I am noticing how old, I am. The things I do, I am just becoming old. And I don't know if it's something in the air. I don't know if it's something in this house. But we have both been aging fucking horribly.
Like bread.
Like bread do. Mm-hmm. And, not even as a bit. I swear to God, right now, under this table, I have hospital socks and house shoes on.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't just do this for... I've been wearing them since yesterday. And... I don't know, I even got, one of those old guy, pill containers that have, every day of the week and shit on them. I gotta take Lactaid because I can't, properly digest lactose anymore. I forget shit all the time.
Yeah.
I'm taking... what is it called? See, there it is again.
Yep.
I gotta fucking take
Nothing.
the kids thing. Remember, what do we drink when we're sick?
Oh, Pedialyte.
Pedialyte.
Holy shit.
I just took Pedialyte to the gym today because I was drinking last night.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So usually whenever I hear people be like, man, I'm getting old, I like furniture.
Oh.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
I hate when people say that.
No, I like furniture.
Yeah, but I hate that it's
Maybe we're not the best examples because we are old. We are getting old.
But I think it's weird to be like, oh, my interests aren't in children's movies, so now I'm old. No, you're just an adult.
I would say at a certain point, when you do get older, enjoying children's movies becomes an old interest again. Mm-hmm. Because, you have kids,
yeah,
and then you start, watching things, and you're like, oh, yeah, Shrek is one of the best movies ever made. You start having those opinions again because your kid's watching it. But no, I'm talking
yeah, those are actually kind of old things. But I hate when
it's just kind of a generic thing. Oh, are you moving to Florida? You're old, But no, I'm talking I can't even eat vagina anymore without having to take a Tums after. I'm getting so fucking old, Brenden. Everything I do is just I really think some days that how. Have you ever seen something that, somebody's talking shit to somebody or about somebody, and so that person puts a curse on them?
Yeah.
I'm genuinely thinking that there was one old fucker when we was at, I don't know, Kroger or something, talking shit about old people, and they heard me, and they cursed me to be fucking old or have old man symptoms.
Yeah.
Because, I just get pissed about, old people stuff. Mm-hmm. Kids running around on the sidewalk in front of our house and shit. You've heard me, yell about that. I'm just experiencing so many old symptoms.
One of the oldest things that you do, I knew that you were starting to become an old man.
You slurs. Please, no, I don't.
You said it.
I know, but I had to stop myself.
Stop yourself. No, when you would whenever it starts to rain outside and you just open the blinds and you'll just put your hand on the window and you'll just watch outside.
I love it, man.
Dude,
I love the rain.
That's an old man-ass thing to do.
I really love the rain, man.
Yeah, I think the rain's peaceful. I sleep better usually.
Yeah.
I like the rain.
Yeah. You know what, genuinely?
Even if you went outside and like sat in the rain and did something, I'd be like, that's not as old as you literally.
Or maybe
just
sit under the porch.
Well, yeah.
If you just sit in the fucking rain, I think there's something going on. Like you're in a music video, or you're depressed, or both.
Yeah, I'd ask what's going on. But no, if,
like you're in an Evanescence music video.
But if you like went outside and like read a book while it was raining, like on the front porch, I'd be like, that's kind of
that
cool.
activity would be so much more funny if you wasn't on the porch and you're just so fucking book, just tearing through the pages. Yes.
But no, the fact that you stay inside,
where I love to be,
change open the blinds and then lean on the top because, I mean, you're pretty tall, so you lean on like the.
If I'm not, I'll grab a step stool, lean on the top.
And then you just watch the rain.
Yeah, I think this podcast is kind of become interesting for a different reason. Like it's kind of documenting.
Yeah.
Our early descent into being old. Like I swear to God, not even a part of this because you can tell about this.
Yeah.
I looked up on this month, July 6th, 2021. Join AARP. I saw a TikTok that was talking about how you don't have to be old to get the benefits of AARP. But the fact that it's on my notes is like, hey, Roy, remember, join AARP.
Yeah, that's old.
It's a pretty fucking old thing.
Yeah.
But apparently there's a lot of benefits to that. Like, you can, you can just join and pay, X amount of dollars a month. You get, price off on, planes. See, I care about this shit. I am getting old. I'm caring about...
See, that's the thing, is I don't think that makes someone old.
Yeah, but that's not, furniture,
Listen, taking Pedialyte to the gym, that's old.
Yeah.
That is something that an old person would do.
Yeah.
That's something that a young person does not have to do. Usually. Unless, you're old.
Yeah.
But
or a baby. It's very one or the other.
Being discounts on flights.
Yeah.
Being hey, I want to travel the world. It's the same thing. That's the same thought. You just think of it in a different sense.
Because it's through AARP, which is...
That makes it old.
I don't know what the... I think it's association is something of retired persons. It's specifically geared towards these old fucks.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, just as the days go on, I am just, and I'm at that mindset too of where I don't even want to meet new people, which to me is another very old thing. I know everybody I want to know. Why do I need to meet them? I'm just getting rapidly older.
Yeah, that.
I've been an old man for a while, though.
Yeah, but that's also just straight up an introvert thing.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess I could be looked at as that because but
that term gets thrown around.
It does.
Introvert. It's
maybe that's why I like calling myself an old geezer before an introvert.
Yeah, I didn't like the way that came off because it's overused.
Yeah, because it's usually used by people that. Are on every social media platform, tweet and post every single goddamn day, and they're like, "Oh, I'm such an introvert. I didn't go out this weekend and party." No, yeah, no, and I don't know. People almost act like it's cool to be an introvert.
Mm-hmm.
I very much wish I was more extroverted and wanted to.
I didn't know that's the way that.
Yeah,
extroverted, but whatever. Yeah, no, me too. I wish I was super fucking adventurous and every day.
It makes it hard for me to try new things.
Yeah, every day I was going out and doing something cool as fuck.
Yeah, it's really hard for me to break routine because I am very much one of those people. When I find something I like, I stick with it. Mm-hmm. I'm not like, oh, I really like this burger at this place, so next week I'll try this one.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh no, I found something I like at Popeyes. If I go there and don't get a chicken sandwich, I'm like, what the fuck? Why'd I even go?
I'll one up you. There's not a single restaurant that I even think to try something that I haven't already had. Unless I haven't been to that restaurant before.
Yeah.
I can tell you my exact order on any fast food restaurant. And I don't change it up.
Yeah.
Ever.
Me too. Yeah, I really don't. And, God damn, I need to break that fucking mold.
Yeah.
Because even when it comes to places that people go around here,
go around
places that
I
people
go around here.
Go
around here.
Because usually when people go places are oh, I'm going to Panama or Gatlinburg. Those are the things. People I'm like, I don't care. I've heard everything I need to know about those two places.
I think the first time that I was like, all right, I'm becoming an old man, was I remember our friends at the time, all of them wanted to go on a trip to Miami.
Yes.
And I was like, what do you want to fucking do in Miami? And they were like, go to clubs. I was like, that sounds awful.
Never been to a club.
I haven't either.
Ever been to a strip club?
No.
Never been to a strip club.
Strip club doesn't sound fun at all.
Don't sound fun. Yeah,
A club
it genuinely
sound
doesn't.
great, but I would go to a club. I mean, I go to a strip
None
club
of that
too,
stuff sounds fun.
Yeah. But I remember just being like, you all want to go to like clubs in Miami? Kind of boring. Like,
Yeah.
no, I'm boring.
Yeah. I wholeheartedly get that. Putting this quarter down. Right there. Right on bats up.
Cheating that fucking quarter.
I don't know. Like, I've had multiple times to go to strip clubs. They're like, oh, you're 18 or you're 21. Are you going to a strip club? And I'm like, I'm going to Texas Roadhouse, and I'm getting a Jamaican cowboy.
To be fair,
That is a drink. I don't want people to think I was ordering off menu and just got deep dicked by a Jamaican cowboy in the back.
look, whatever you do, that's up to you.
So I didn't have to order for that.
But
What do you think about my drink?
no, whenever I was turning like 18, 21, I remember being asked to go to a strip club, and whenever I would say no, people would tell me like the worst experiences they ever had at a strip club. They were like, I saw the worst looking strippers of my entire life. I'm like, you're not selling me. I was like, are you trying to...
That is our problem. We don't hang out with any of the stupid people we used to.
That is true.
Because
Yeah.
we have known a lot of stupid people in our lives, make a lot of stupid decisions.
Yes.
But those people provide good stories.
Even
Yeah.
if they're not good stories, in hindsight, they're interesting stories.
Yeah.
We don't hang out with them people anymore.
No. Yeah, no, you're making a lot of sense here.
Yeah, so, and it's weird because I think every single song I've ever listened to about a guy falling in love with a stripper, I love. And it makes me want to fall in love with a stripper.
Yeah.
But I won't go to a strip club.
Well, maybe that's why. Maybe you're scared if you go to a strip club, you'll fall in love.
Ooh.
You kind of got your life set, everything's good. Imagine if you just went to a strip club and you fell in love with a stripper.
Yeah, sorry, baby.
Think about how bad that'd fuck a lot of things up.
I could make a good song off of it.
Yeah.
What do you think's the best song about, like, a falling in love with... Don't say it. Don't say it.
I'm in love with a stripper?
God damn.
Yeah, like...
I mean, there's so many. Drake has, like, an
Yeah.
album full of it.
Yeah,
we just talked about Pyramids and the Over-Under.
Mm-hmm. But, come on.
I'm in love with a stripper.
You know that's it.
Yeah, it's got to be up there, man. But I like the
That's our next
heartbreak
bracket.
side of it.
That's our next
What, stripper?
bracket. Falling in love with stripper songs.
I can't do it. I'll fall in love with it. But no, like, I think I like the more of the, not like the exciting tracks that are like, she riding, she rolling. I like the heartbreak behind it, like Drake's kind of stripper songs better.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, oh, I love this cold bitch that's just focused on stripping and making money. Meanwhile, a nice guy like Drake's in love with her, watching her just grind on people for money.
Yeah.
That is genuinely the most cuckish thing I've ever said in my life, but it brings me personal joy. Take that however you want. I love that. I love that. Like, you could even say 6 Inch Hills by Beyonce, featuring The Weeknd. She's just talking about a girl going in there, doing her fucking thing, getting her fucking money, and bouncing, you know?
Yeah.
What was we talking about? How old we are?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're talking about how old we are.
Oh, yeah, that is what we were talking about.
Dang.
Yeah. That turned into how we don't want to go in strip clubs because you're going to fall in love.
And how we love stripper songs.
Yeah.
But no, I don't know. I've honestly, I've gotten that before, that I do, like, I don't have an old soul. I really don't think I do. I've genuinely had people tell me that, like, from work.
Really?
So they might have, like, a little different sense of it, but I genuinely don't think I have an old soul. Because when I think of an old soul, I think of racism. I don't think I'm that racist, you know?
That? Keep going.
But no, like, I do, like, if you could, like, if this camera could see anything else around this fucking game room, I don't have an old soul.
No.
I don't know what you would call that I am. I have the spirit of a 6-year-old boy and a 90-year-old boy in the same...
You have a Harry Potter wand collection up there.
I do. I really do.
That's not something that, like, an old soul has.
Yeah. Shit's pretty fucking dope, too.
It is cool. I like it.
I
need to go back and rewatch it.
honestly, I think that's like over $200 right there. And those 9-1s. Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. But not an old soul thing.
No, definitely not.
I'm trying to think of the oldest interest I have. It's got to be music. Mm-hmm. But even music, you can't say I'm old soul because, like, if Lil Uzi Vert drops something, I'm pretty happy.
Yeah.
You know? But I do surprise, like, a decent amount of older people. Like, I remember I surprised, like, my papaw because he was talking about Frank Sinatra when he was alive. R.I.P., buddy. Or
R.I.P.
wherever you decided to go in the afterlife. That's up to you. That's your business.
You think that's how it works? You think you get to pick?
I think if you're a good person, I think you should at least ask them where they want to go.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, hey, do you want to go up here? It's pretty chill. You know, we got Netflix. You can sit down and read. Or you can go down there. And it's fucking popping down there.
It's non-stop torture. That sounds...
Do you think that's what it is?
I'm pretty sure that's what it's like.
Dude,
to be.
There's no way. Why would Satan punish the people that have lived, like, adventurous lives? I know I'm saying that very, very loosely.
I'm not...
Because we're talking serial killers down there, too.
I'm not super...
The most adventurous people, if you ask me.
I don't know. I haven't read up on the Bible in a long time, so I don't know exactly.
Don't remember that passage being in there.
Yeah, I don't remember it being like the devil is rewarding those who do bad.
Yeah.
But it's also kind of a book of morals, so why would it say that?
Yeah, why would it encourage that? Because, like, I don't know, because to me it's like, oh, down there we got the people that lie, cheat, steal, party, and you're like, up there we got people who read books all the time and shit.
Never had sex before marriage.
Probably at all. Do you have that kind of viewpoint?
Never cursed.
Yeah. Never disobeyed your parents.
Yeah.
Never stole anything.
Never cheated. I'm trying to think of like all the sins.
Yeah. Never murdered somebody.
Never murdered, yeah.
Yeah.
That's up there.
Yeah, don't murder thy neighbor.
I remember that one.
Number 2. Yeah, but
don't murder
there's nobody
thy
up there
neighbor.
that was like gluttonous or lazy or lustful. Sorry about that.
Oh, yeah.
There's nobody hot up there.
That's not what that means.
There's nobody hot up there. I swear to God, one of the biggest things that turned me off about the Bible was just the fact that it wasn't going to turn me on. Sorry. But it said, don't ask me which testament this was. I don't know that much. But it said, if you feel lust, you should.
But
very easy solution. Mm-hmm. Scoop your eyeballs out with a spoon. If you feel lust. Now, I don't know about you. I got a hell of a memory bank in there. I remember some hot... You think if I scoop my eyeballs out right now, I'm forgetting what Rihanna looks like?
No.
You fucking kidding me?
You never can.
She's probably going to get hotter up in here.
Yeah.
Because my mind just has time and literally no other distractions.
I genuinely can't imagine her getting hotter or someone hotter than Rihanna.
And she very much displays lust. So yeah. I will say it. I think I'll see Rihanna in hell. And I'm pretty happy about that. I'm not, again, out of context, don't think I'm going to Chris Benoit Rihanna. I hope she lives a full, good life. And I hope I live a good, full life. And we just happen to meet in hell. I'm not suggesting anything. I'm not, there's no premeditation here. But that is a sin. Lustfulness is a sin.
Yes.
And she's rich. And apparently it's easier for a camel to pass through the eye of a needle than it is for a rich man to pass through heaven's gates. Yeah. So apparently you need to be poor and without eyeballs to be up there. And if I'm surrounded by that's a no-go for me, buddy. That's scary as fuck. That's a legitimate horror movie up there.
Yeah.
While down there we got like me, Rihanna, Ted Bundy. it's fucking popping down there.
I wonder how many examples of people in hell
I
you were
didn't
about to name.
Yeah, I didn't want to just keep accusing people of going to hell because I already feel a little bit bad and kind of suspicious that I'm saying Rihanna's going to meet me in hell.
Yeah.
I don't hate her. That's usually what you say to people you hate.
Yeah.
Like, I'll see you in hell.
Yeah.
But like, oh, bro, I hope I see you down
On
there.
this podcast, you hate Rihanna.
I don't hate Rihanna. I just feel like people overhype her music because of her significance in pop culture. Like whether that's her makeup, whether that's her like lingerie line, whether that's just you're a fan of how she fucking looks. Mm-hmm. Rihanna's a dope ass person. Like Rude Boy, S&M.
Yeah.
Love that shit. I even really enjoy Auntie.
Yeah.
But not that much. Mm-hmm. I mean, I think it's a good album. I think it's her best.
Yeah.
But still, overall, I don't think it's that good. Like, comparatively.
We've already talked about this. So
we
agree to disagree.
But I will give her props on that because I did just say she's going to hell. So I feel like that's in line.
Yeah.
But that just sounds a lot more exciting. Mm-hmm. You know? Like, I don't know. It just sounds boring. You know? I want to have fun.
Yeah.
Even though with my current lifestyle, it is more suited to just chilling in heaven. Mm-hmm. Because I think I'd get tired of, the nonstop parties that are going on in hell.
There's a show that actually touches on that.
Oh, God, are you going to...
What are you thinking?
What is that? You've been watching it.
The Good Place?
The Good Place, yes.
They touch on that because, even they talk about heaven and people are bored there.
Yeah, well,
that's kind of a neat thing that I don't see shows do, and I don't think that they do it
except
perfect.
South Park.
Yeah, but they don't do it in the best way.
And I'm picturing, and when I'm talking about this, I'm picturing nothing but South Park because in South Park, heaven isn't. Heaven is full of nothing but Mormons. Mormons is the religion that got it right in the universe of Trey Parker and Matt Stone.
Yeah.
Which I think is great. Shout out to Mormons. Props to Mitt Romney.
Yeah, quit squeaking your drink. That's not good.
Or like a little record scratch.
You're probably wondering how I got here.
Oh, man.
What's next on the agenda?
I wanted to talk about another person we might see in hell. I saw this video recently of this guy just blatantly try to abduct a kid in public. Like, I'm talking, there was no luring of candy, no getting the child alone. The kid was just walking around with their mom, and the guy just tries to fucking grab him.
What the fuck?
Just in broad daylight. Light. God, I fucked this up. But, after that...
Hold on.
Wait for it.
Let someone rob this car real quick, and then we'll be back.
I swear to God, I got a Ring notification last night. Did you get it?
No. I fucking hate the Ring notifications that I just fucking cancel them out. Unless it's really, really suspicious, I don't do it. Why would I have
not even that far away, not even a couple neighborhoods away. 3 different houses, their cars got broken into.
What the fuck? Well, there's the fourth. We're literally listening
it's getting
to
closer to us. To me, that sounds like it's across the street. They're on their way here.
Well, if we get the Ring notification, we'll address it.
The only thing they're getting out of my car is half of Pop-Tarts, so
yeah,
please clean out my car.
Yeah.
If you're watching this, please rob my car.
Yeah.
If you like Pop-Tarts, you'll be excited.
I went to Sonic recently, and they gave me an extra straw.
What'd you go to Sonic for? Because I've never... I've never...
often.
Yeah. What'd you get there? I think they have stellar burgers.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't remember what I got there. I think I just got a drink.
I think
their slushies are pretty good.
Yeah, they're pretty damn good.
Yeah.
But I think at least locally, when I say locally, I mean Shepherdsville. I honestly might say Sonic has the best burger.
Wow.
But again, you gotta have some context behind that. We don't have like Five Guys or Culver's out here.
We don't have any
the
really
best. What are the other burger places?
Wendy's.
We have Wendy's, Rally's, McDonald's.
I take Wendy's and rallies over Sonic, but I haven't had Sonic's burgers, so that's just me just fucking hating.
You're a piece of shit. Like, well, I haven't had it, so yeah, I will literally take any other burger over a burger I haven't had.
Yeah.
See, you need to try new things.
Oh, fuck.
You old bitch.
I guess.
Speaking of the LMPD, which is our good boys in blue at the Louisville Metro Police Department, talking about the robberies, not burgers, but the robberies that's been happening. There's a buddy in my class who was telling me that his sister got into a car accident and the other person just fucking hit her and they just drove off. And they just fucking drove off. Well, she called the cops and she reported everything. A couple days later, the cops come to her house and they're like, "Hey, we're significantly understaffed, so we're not going to look into this."
Holy shit.
Not even going to look into it.
I thought...
They just don't care.
Wow.
I would love if I could do that at my job. Like, hey, we're kind of slow, so I'm just not going to do it. You know, we don't have enough manpower, so why should I do that? Like,
fuck you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know police could do that.
I thought... I have a story that's, like, kind of similar to the... Relatively similar to the one that you had, but I thought you were going in a different direction with this.
No, but isn't that fucking wild?
Yeah, I don't get that.
That is so great. Like, it's not like you go to White Castle and you're like, "Hey, can I have some fish nibblers?" And we're like, "Oh, no, sorry, we're short on fish, so we can't do that."
Yeah,
this is like, "Hey, a crime has happened. Sorry, I don't care."
Yeah,
there's not enough people for me to fucking care about what just happened to you. You and your insurance are going to have to deal with that. Me, you called the wrong guy. Sorry.
Yeah, what do you think I am? The police?
Fucking fucking crazy. Could you imagine someone just breaks into your house and they're like, "Oh, was anybody murdered?" And you're like, "No, but they took my wedding ring." And you're like, "How much was it worth? Above $1,000? Is it a felony?" And you're like, "No, we don't have a lot of money, so it's $200." And they're like, "Sorry, buddy. I don't fucking care. You know?
Why would I care?
I don't care."
Yeah.
Next time, make sure somebody gets murdered, and I'll do that because I'm already taking care of the murder. But but what would you say?
Okay, so the car thing. Someone I know, because I don't want to air out the connection. Someone I know, they didn't have their license.
Very sketchy. Was it you?
It wasn't me, but someone didn't have their license, and they didn't have insurance on their car, and they were driving it. Yeah, that's why I don't want to air out any way that this could be connected to me.
I swear to God, if somebody is looking into an investigation, what are you saying? We live in Shepherdsville. They're not going to look into it.
Good point.
Yeah.
So their name was, but so
you can reach them at.
They got hit. Like they got hit.
What kind of hit? Were you talking like
driving? They were driving.
Okay.
And they got hit. And I don't think it was anything. It wasn't bad.
In a crime sense, when you say hit, I'm thinking they could have got busted for
something.
No.
Okay. They got hit. They got in a car crash.
Yeah, they physically...
Someone rear-ended them, I believe.
That's hot.
They didn't have insurance or their license.
That looks very... To me, that seems like they stole the car. Do you know they didn't steal the car?
They did not steal the car. But the other... So they're like, "Oh, fuck, we got hit. I can't do anything." So they leave. They drive off.
The car you're in.
Yeah. The one that got hit was like, "We have to leave this."
So, Brenden, I think, honestly, at this point, for your criminal history, I think you need to include the name because you're an accessory to this fucking crime.
So they drive off, and the other car that hits their car... Huh?
We drive off.
No, I wasn't there. Someone told me.
I thought he was in this car.
No, someone told me. This is like a third party told the story.
My bad. I know I keep cutting in, but I feel like since I said that, now you're not in this car.
No. So someone told someone I know, and then that person told me this story.
Okay.
So this is a third.
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
Okay. So they get hit. They're like, "Oh, fuck. We don't... Like, if they are to call the cops, trade insurance, everything, you know, like, we're going to get in a lot of trouble." So they fucking drive off. The car that hit them follows them because they're like, "We have to report this." And so they had to run from someone who hit them.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Isn't that wild?
That's so wild. You think the other person would be like...
If you ever I mean, I hope to God you don't ever hit someone. But if they drive off, you know that's a situation.
Happen.
Well, you know that's a situation.
It's actually already happened twice.
So if that ever happens, you should follow them if they like fucking leave, because then you know that something's fucked up.
Yeah.
And then if you were to catch them, you could be like, "Oh, you don't have insurance? Pay for my fix." Like you hit me, be like, "I'll call the cops right here." I was like, "I have no problem paying for yours if you want to report it."
So me and you have very much established that we are men of convenience. This is it genuinely could be the alternative name to this podcast is men of convenience.
Yeah.
Because I legitimately English, man. I legitimately got rear-ended one day after work, and I was like adrenaline running. Like, it wasn't bad. Like, it jarred me a little bit, but it was more adrenaline that kind of had me like shaking a little bit. Well, I turn on my blinkers. Yeah, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna pull to the side. I get into the parking lot, and the guy's just sitting there, and he looks at me and goes. He just fucking goes, and I was like, "Oh yeah, he could just do that," you know. I was like, I really didn't make sure he also pulled over. I was kind of just assuming the code of honor that he would just pull over because I turned on my things, but I got his license plate down because I mean we was at a light, so it was an awkward situation because. I looked at him, he looked at the light, looked back over at me, still was red, and he waits a couple seconds and goes, it just fucking goes. And I swear to God, I hope you're watching this. I hope for some reason you're watching this.
I got so scared when you pointed at it. I was like, oh, fuck, did it die? Did something happen? No.
But yeah, he just fucking takes off, and my first thought was like, I was like, okay, I'll just get his plate down. I wrote it down. I know the color of the car. Again, don't know shit about cars, so who knows? That could have been anything but a Jeep or a fucking truck, and I wouldn't know what it was.
Yeah,
it was a car. It wasn't an SUV. It wasn't a van. It was a car.
I only know expensive cars. I actually just how we talked about we don't know cars.
I don't know the names of expensive cars, but I know that it's an expensive car.
When I see, dude, I'll see like an expensive car, and I'm like, that's a McLaren. Like I don't know why, but like I know an expensive car when I see it. Like I know, like I'm like, oh, that's a Tesla. Like I
is it by the body or is it by like the logo? Because I know a Ferrari logo like the back of my dick. I like the top of my dick. Actually, the back. I have a very unique back to my dick.
You know what? You don't gotta explain.
It's fine. I won't. If you watch Over Under, you know that there's a little extra skin on there. You could pick my dick out of a lineup any day of the week.
But, yeah.
I hope you don't have to. I hope you don't have to. But, I digress. I will. Yeah. Oh, okay. No. You look like you was on something.
Yeah. We know. We addressed that we don't know anything about cars. We can point out if it's a truck, a Jeep, an SUV, or a car.
Yes.
I actually
a limo or a fire truck. I know a school bus.
Yes. Yeah. And then the last category that I know is also expensive vehicles. If it's an
semi trucks.
If it's an expensive vehicle, I know it. I don't know why I just inherently know expensive vehicles, but I do.
Yeah. Yeah. No. It's probably because you drive a 2015 Ford Fusion Hybrid.
What does that have?
You know expensive cars. You bleed expensive cars. But no, to further this crime I was talking about is that, I got the dude's plate down and I was like, man, I got school in a couple hours. Yeah. Like, I really hope this isn't bad. Because don't get me wrong, if it was like fucking total, I'd be like,
you got to.
I'd have to. But I looked at the bumper and I was like, nothing's really wrong here. And like there wasn't really any scratches. I was just able to literally just hand wipe some shit off.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, if that guy literally would have just pulled over, I'd been like,
hey,
there's nothing here. You know?
Hey, chill the fuck out.
Yeah.
And then leave.
But I have been dicked over by that before because I am not one of those people that will drive away.
Yeah.
And I did that to a woman. And like genuinely minor paint scratches. Like it's something that could have been fixed so easily. And I thought that's all it was going to be. She was startled, and I really felt for a woman. I was like, I'm sorry. It's like 6 a.m. I'm sorry I did that. my phone fell in between the seat. I was reaching. I thought you had already left. And it was completely on me, 300%.
Yeah.
But, and it's like, to set the scene a little bit more, it was 36 degrees outside. So we pull over, we're waiting for a car, and I see as she's shaking. I am such a good person. I go and grab my extra coat and wrap it around her.
Oh.
I do.
That's actually really nice.
I do.
Yeah.
And the cop comes, and, he's like, what happened? I told him honestly. I grabbed my papers. I'm like, here's
Grab
this.
Your coat, snatch it off of her. Give me a shit,
I grabbed my best running shoes and got the fuck out of there. But no, and everything was fine. We kept in contact. I was like, hey, if you, just send me the bill. Like, if you go to a mechanic and there's something else wrong, I'll pay for it.
Yeah.
This bitch goes to the fucking hospital. She goes to the fucking hospital because 3 days after that happened, she had a headache. It raised my insurance up $150 a month.
That's fucking trash.
I was pissed.
My insurance isn't even $150 a month.
I was willing to go decapitate this woman. I don't know if legally I'm allowed to say that.
I'll censor it.
Or in any context, but like, keep it fucking. But no, I was like,
keep it in.
You got a goddamn headache.
Yeah.
And like everything else was cool. Like, I put my coat around you.
Yeah.
I wish I could just go back and snatch that fucking coat off her. You fucking bitch.
I keep...
Give her a fucking headache.
I keep the first edition manga of Dragon Ball in my car. So
I remember why you do that.
So if I ever
That's not the only thing you have, right?
It is now. I threw away the...
Did you have Emerald in there?
I had a Pokemon book too. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Pokemon book. For some reason, I was thinking of like Emerald the game, but I was like, I didn't see a Game Boy in there, and I was like, that's a weird thing.
Yeah, but I keep that book in there just in case like I ever get in a wreck or if like I ever get pulled over because that shit takes so long. It's so annoying how fucking long it takes.
Yeah.
So I keep a book in there just in case.
Yeah, and so I mean, just kind of narrow down in on how much we really don't like inconveniences is that I was like, nothing happened. I could have blew it out of proportion. I mean, that dude could have actually done jail time because I'm assuming the way he bolted out of there and the fact that I was in downtown Louisville is that that's not his only offense he has.
Yeah.
So
usually people don't run from shit if like everything's good.
Yeah, if things are good, your criminal record looks pretty good. I don't see you bolting out of there or if that car belongs to you. Yeah. So honestly, I was like, it's not worth my time because nothing happened. Yeah. And I was like, who knows what this guy's going on? I was like, fuck it. Who cares? Genuinely, there was a part of me that wanted to report it because he left, but I was like, who the fuck cares?
Yeah. Imagine if people just thought of the other person whenever like something happened to them. Yeah. Like especially like situations like that. Like if someone hits you and you're like, what about the other person?
Yeah. Who knows what they got going on? Yeah. I think I'm going to heaven at this point. I'm a great guy. A guy fucking hit me in the ass, and I was like, bro, what about this guy? I'm sorry, Rihanna. I don't think I'm seeing you in hell. I think I'm better. I think I'm going to heaven. Bro, that's got to be so relaxing. What is...
Just know when you're going to heaven?
3 things that is in your heaven, because heaven's supposed to be like...
Oh, I thought you were about to say like 3 things that you've
Private
done...
Island? No, we've done this.
that you've done to go to heaven.
Holy fuck.
I really thought that's where you were about to go. That's why I was like, oh my god, why would I know this?
And again, I
guess I should know that.
To backtrack...
you started this conversation.
I think that's a good thing. I think that's a good thing you don't know the top 3.
Really?
If you do, I feel like that's because you haven't done enough good things to where you're... they stand out. Yeah. So to backtrack, I'm not even talking about what I was talking about before.
No, fuck it.
But
we won't even cover where we were going to go.
I am not going to heaven, and I will see you in hell, Rihanna. Can't wait.
Earlier you said we will see Rihanna in heaven or in hell. And I was like, why don't I get...
Ironically, that's part of my heaven ordeal,
Okay.
But honestly, with a lot of the good things I've done, I think there's a little bit of selfishness in there. Like,
we've talked about this.
Me not calling the cops on that dude, that wasn't because I'm like, oh, well, what if this dude has a family at home and he's like, trying to take care of him, he doesn't want to, like, go to jail over this and he can't afford insurance.
You were saying
if it was a little bit fucking worse, I would have called the cops on that dude. I don't care if he's got 26 kids at home. I'm calling the cops on that dude.
Yeah.
If it like would have fucked up anything bad.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot of things I do that are not.
We talked about this. I genuinely believe that if you do something that's good, even if it's for the wrong reasons, it has to be genuinely good. Not good in your eyes, but genuinely good. If you do it for the wrong reasons, no. Hitler did things good for his reasons.
We've discussed this, and if you don't know, it's because you didn't listen to our last podcast. And go suck yourself, dude.
Yeah.
And tell me how it went. I haven't been able to do that, so I'm actually kind of curious. If you're listening to this and you have sucked yourself off, or know anybody that's sucked yourself off, please call us. We'd like to have you on the podcast.
We'll send you a sticker. If you
that's actually pretty cool. You suck yourself off, get a free sticker. That's prostitution, isn't it? That's we're just advocating prostitution at this point.
It's legal in New York.
It's decriminalized in New York.
If you don't get prosecuted for something, it's legal. Is that right? That's not right, is it? That can't be right.
No prosecution for prostitution. I'm all in.
Yeah.
What are you doing this weekend? It's Sunday. You want to go to New York?
I was about to say, we got to go to New York.
But yeah. So, yeah, we've talked about that before. But I don't think that makes you a good person if you do good things for selfish reasons. Because I legitimately do. Okay. Another thing I was wanting to talk about is
let's go.
Something we. Oh, okay. No. We'll go back to it after we go back to something we should have went back to before. We got a list of things we got to go back to. All right. Your personal heaven. There's three things because heaven is supposed to be like your idea of heaven.
Do you have an answer?
Well, if I say it out loud, I feel like it's more a part of hell because I don't think God's going to be like a Rihanna that's in love with you. Mm-hmm. My three things
that have to be included in heaven.
That have to be included in my heaven. That's personally curated.
Yeah.
Blue cheeseburgers.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, if I'm going to this day right now...
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. I enjoy so much music. 1. Blue cheeseburgers.
Yes.
2. Every music that's ever been made except bluegrass cover songs. And 3... everything in this house. Yep.
Wow.
And that includes a good amount. That includes Haley. That includes you. That includes this podcast.
Wow.
That includes Sammy. That includes this screwball banana cocktail we got going on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those are the 3 things.
That's a good answer. I really appreciate that.
It's either blue cheeseburger or Rihanna.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. 3 things
blue cheese Rihanna.
No.
Rihanna serving me blue cheeseburgers.
Yes.
And that's it.
You remember...
that's it.
What commercial?
Nothing sexual.
Was it Hardee's or Rally's where they would have like the super like...
I think it's Hardee's.
Yeah, the weirdly sexual burger commercials.
I get it.
Yeah, I know, but it's just weird. Like it was just like...
It genuinely never made me eat Hardee's.
Yeah.
If it was Hardee's. That does sound right, though. I'm pretty sure that's right.
I was thinking it was something like that.
Now, what if it was Rihanna doing that? Would you eat Hardee's?
Yeah.
Have you had Hardee's?
I don't think so.
Let's go hit up Hardee's, bro.
All right.
Try new things.
Yeah.
You know?
It's about time we try new things.
Yeah.
That came off weird.
I think that's because you're weird.
You're weird.
I never thought anything of that until you was like...
Hey, we should try new things. I don't know. That just comes off weird to me.
I don't think it does.
All right. Maybe my mind's in the gutter.
I think you're gay. Wait, that's what you're talking about, right? Or is my head in the gay gutters?
That's not at all what I was thinking.
Okay, whatever. No. What your curated heaven? What's the 3 things?
The 3 things. Okay. So I wasn't going to
pussy, money, weed.
That's it. No. My 3 things. I really like it, so I'm gonna steal the answer of everything in this house. I like that answer.
Me too, man.
Yeah, I think that's a good answer.
Shit.
I really like this. This is a good setup.
Bro, what if you could only listen to the songs that are in this house? And I'm not talking phones, because that's kind of a cheat code. Yes.
Ooh. Oh, we got a good.
I think that's pretty fucking dope.
Yeah, we got good.
Yeah, we even got the Bob's Burgers music album.
Yeah, with St. Vincent on it.
Yeah.
Blows my fucking mind.
Yeah, nothing from the newer seasons, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But
Still.
still dope. But holy fuck, that's pretty fucking dope.
Yeah, I'm not against it.
Yeah, we got a solid
collection
going on.
Okay, the second thing is that I live in the afterlife. I am my peak self, not when I die.
I feel like that's a given, though.
I don't know. I always feel like it's weird because you see, like even in like Star Wars, I'll use the weird comparison here.
Oh,
Star
like
Wars,
Obi-Wan's older, Yoda's older.
Yeah, you see like the older version, and then like you see like Anakin.
So, what are you defining as like your peak self?
Depends on when I die, really.
Yeah, but I mean, like, because what if you just say old, but you don't have the like, you don't have like the joint pains, you don't have the false teeth. You don't have the Alzheimer's.
The wisdom of my older self and the body of my younger self would be the peak. Like, that would be, like, perfect to me.
Yeah, older mind, younger body.
Yeah.
Yep, I like that.
So, and then the third one, which, shout out to Hey Babe, but I wish, like, you know, like 51st Dates, you ever seen that movie?
Yeah.
Where she wakes up every morning and she forgets?
Yes.
I hope that I forget about the Dead Pets episode, and that's the first thing that's played for me every day.
Oh my god!
I wish I could
just experience it new.
I wish
every
I could
day.
see it for the first time.
Yeah,
every time.
A little backstory.
Yes.
Of course, if you're watching this is your favorite podcast of all time.
Hopefully,
it should be.
Yeah.
There's no other reason.
Yeah.
But your second favorite podcast, to me, it should be Hey Babe with one of the guys from Impractical Jokers, which is Sal, and one of my favorite comedians, Sal Volcano, or something.
No, I just don't know Sal.
And Chris DiStefano, one of the funniest people on earth.
Yes.
They have a stellar podcast called Hey Babe.
Yeah.
Look up Hey Babe, Dead Pet Stories. I swear to God, it's one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my entire life.
Today.
Yeah.
At 33 minutes in, and the first 33 minutes are fucking hilarious. They're amazing too. Don't skip out on it.
You can say that
time.
about any episode.
Yeah, but the 33 minutes in is when it starts. Them talking about the dead pets.
Yes.
And
yes,
for something like, you know, a topic like dead pets, it shouldn't be as fucking funny as it is.
God damn, it's so funny.
It's the funniest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, I don't think I have a single funny dead pet story.
No.
I could probably turn some situations if I gave enough thought and added some elements
If
to
I
make it funny.
really dramatize something, I think it could.
But yeah, I don't think I've ever been part of a dead pet story. Actually, I do have one.
All right, let's hear it.
My, I think I may have told you this before, but my cousin Junior, love the guy. He has a special ability.
Do I have to censor his name? I guess I don't.
No, just a Junior.
I know, but
think every Junior in the world's on watch now.
Yeah, but your cousin Junior, it's fine.
I don't care. But you know, he came over, and growing up, I had an oddly diverse array of pets. I guess you could honestly say it's kind of trashy, the kind of pets I had, because I had like ferrets. Ferrets are kind of a trashy thing to have.
Yeah,
they kind of are.
Also,
at hermit crabs.
Since we're giving the credit to podcast, the way that we describe like trashy and classy is Are You Garbage podcast. That's kind of where we get our standard on what's trashy and
yeah, that's honestly why we talk about it a little bit more.
Yeah,
but
back to your story. So you had ferrets, which is kind of trashy.
Yeah, hermit crabs. They're smelly, so they're kind of trashy. Yeah. And I had turtles, which reptiles.
I swear to God, I was going to be like, that's not trashy. I had one. I was like, oh yeah, I'm trashy.
That's right.
Yeah.
So I had a couple turtles, and I told my cousin that coming over, and I was like, and he was like, as soon as he comes over, he was like, oh, where are they? You know, we're young, so you know, seeing animals you don't normally see in a house was pretty exciting.
Yeah.
And he was like, where are the turtles? And I'm like, and I walk him back. I'm like, oh, hey, here they are. You know, this one's, I don't even remember the fucking names, but this one's this and this one's that.
You can't make up names? What would you name a turtle today? What would you name two turtles today?
Leonardo DiCaprio and Brad Pitt.
You know what's crazy? You said Leonardo, and I thought you were going to go with, like, the Ninja Turtles.
Who's that?
So,
yeah.
It kind of fucked me up whenever you went Brad Pitt and I
was thinking of,
Michelangelo or...
I was thinking of Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yeah, I get it.
But Once in a Time in a turtle cage in my house. But yeah, so we'll call him that for the rest of this. So I show my cousin Junior, Leonardo DiCaprio and Brad Pitt, and I'm like, hey, yeah, here they are. I was like, don't touch them, because I didn't know this. Turtles carry salmonella.
Really?
You're supposed to wash your hands after every interaction because they genuinely have salmonella.
I didn't know that. I knew you're supposed to wash your hands just because they're dirty.
Just because they're fucking animals.
Yeah.
But no, they carry salmonella.
What in the fuck?
Yeah. So I was like, just don't touch them. I was like, because I got to go to the bathroom. I got, I got the bathroom occupado, and I come back, and my cousin is just staring at them like he's like he's trying to stare through them, and I was like, hey, Junior, what's going on? And he was like, Leonardo DiCaprio's dead. And I'm like, I just fucking showed you them. And I was like, no, he's not. I was like, he's probably just sleeping. And he was like, well, why does he sleep upside down? And he's just staring at the fucking turtle. And I poke him, and he's fucking dead now. He's just fucking died. All I did was go to the bathroom and piss, and I come back, and he's still he stared this turtle to fucking death. And I'm like, what the fuck did you do? He was like, I was just looking at it. I was like, how long was you looking at it? What the fuck are you looking at a turtle this goddamn hard? It's a turtle.
How hard did you look at this turtle to kill it?
It was alive when I showed him. And I come back and it's just... Yeah, it's dead. I don't know what I was doing, but it's dead. Maybe I'll see Leo in hell, too. I can't wait to see you, buddy. But... Back.
Mm-hmm.
What would be your 3 things in hell you would see?
Oh, shit.
So your personal curated hell. The 3 things that have to be included in there for it to be you.
So I'm assuming that you mean not hell as in what we just talked about.
Yeah, not a nonstop party.
Yeah, I was going to say because good thing it's the exact same. If it's my hell, if I get to choose it, I'm picking the same things as heaven. Honestly,
yeah, the same things that I'm probably going to see there.
So it's kind of like the worst case scenario.
Yes.
So, my biggest fear is Alzheimer's.
Yes.
The reason this is I think there's nothing more terrifying than looking in the mirror and not knowing who that is.
So you got hell and Alzheimer's.
Yep.
Alzheimer's and hell.
So, every morning I wake up, I have no idea who I am.
Yes.
The second thing...
You're below 6 foot.
Actually,
if I'm below 6 foot, I don't want to remember who I am.
Honest to God, whenever you said that, I was going to say that's hell, and I was like,
it's hell,
it's hell,
it's hell, buddy.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm Danny DeVito short.
Oh, I was about to say, I was like, bro, you should be so lucky.
No, if I'm Danny DeVito, that's great. But if you're just Danny DeVito height,
yeah, no. I'd rather be Danny DeVito height than be 5'10".
Really?
Yeah, because at a certain point, there's a...
No, you wouldn't.
Yes.
No, you fucking wouldn't.
Yes.
No, you wouldn't.
Yes. Genuinely, yeah.
No.
Yep.
No, you fucking wouldn't.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever.
Look at me. Mm-hmm.
All right, yeah. So, you've kind of talked this into existence for me, but, the open ocean is pretty terrifying. I'm also terrified because I can't swim, so it's even more terrifying.
I could imagine... taking a 4'10" guy with Alzheimer's and throwing him in the middle of the fucking ocean.
You know what that sounds like?
Hell. Yeah.
That's my hell.
Holy shit, man.
You got the same one?
No.
What's your hell?
Okay, so I'll keep the the open ocean concept because I am very scared of open waters.
Yes.
There is nothing that inhabits that waters except for one hippo. And I'd never know where he is. And 3, I switch lives with Bob from Bob's Burgers.
Oh, Bob is living in hell.
I am stuck at sea with Bob's family from Bob's Burgers, surrounded by one hippo that I never know where it's at, and it's still in open waters.
That sounds like hell. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I say it every single time I see that show. I'm like, this is a funny family. Bob is living in hell. I am personally convinced that is Bob's hell.
Yeah,
he was a fucking serial killing rapist in his past life, and this is the worst thing he has to do now.
I think he was Archer in his past life. Because Archer's definitely going to hell.
Love to see him there. Can't wait.
Can't
wait to see you there, bud.
It's Bob's Burgers.
Unless that's hell. Because then he's got Teddy. Yeah.
Dude, he has to deal with so much shit. Poor Bob.
Even back, why I brought up that kid getting abducted.
Yeah.
I brought up a kid being abducted.
Yeah, that's where this started.
Yes. So, a couple things go through my mind when I see that.
Okay.
One of the first things, I'm like, is this your first day on the job? You know? Have you abducted a kid before? Is this like your virginity version of like trying to abduct a kid? Like,
okay,
you did nothing clever. Like, you didn't even like pull up in a white van, try to lure the kid. You just try to take the kid in public. Like, you new to this, you know?
Yeah.
But it also makes me think about running away as a kid. Did you ever try to run away?
No.
You never tried to run away once?
Do you mean like as a literal kid? I mean, I moved out at 16, so yes, I did.
No, that's not what I mean. I don't mean just saving up money and moving out.
Yeah, I would say...
you never tried to actually run away?
No.
Wow. That actually surprises me. I figured you would have.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you?
Twice.
You just, like, packed your toys and...
Well, one of them was when I was 12.
Okay, that's a little older. I'm thinking, like...
A little older.
I'm thinking, like, 4. And you, like, throw your fucking toys in a backpack and you're just leaving.
No, nothing like that. I was 12 years old. I was sick of my mom's shit. So, I was like... I'm leaving the fucking house.
Mm-hmm.
I was actually older. I was older. I was like 16. Because...
That's the age to leave, apparently.
Yeah,
At 16, you leave.
Well, because I remember I was tired of my mom's shit.
Mm-hmm.
Because every single time I went somewhere, she wanted a receipt. I couldn't go anywhere without getting a receipt. And you know how frustrating that was when sometimes I would like go out and buy like lube or a pocket pussy and like a fucking lightsaber all in the same purchase. So some of them was hard to describe. I was like, Mom, I lost a receipt this week. You know, me and her get an argument. Well, I remember because she told me, I was like, fine, I'm going to leave the fucking house. I was like, I'm tired of you.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, well, you can't take the car. Okay. Bet. and so I get like 2 or 3 miles down the road for one.
Wow.
It's like 2 or 3 miles. Yeah. That's far, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, that takes like 20, 30 minutes to walk. I wasn't like jogging.
Yeah.
You know? And then, you know...
Especially carrying like briefcases and
I'm like, motherfucker, where y'all at? Like, it was starting to rain. I was like, God damn, how much more am I going to have to run away? Like, I was fully expecting them to come and get me, which they finally did. I was like, motherfucker. I was like,
how much do I have to run away for you all to get me?
Yeah, I was like, I'm a good looking kid. What the fuck? Oh, yeah. He's no more.
The sombrero.
Yeah. Damn.
There you go.
And I was like, I'm a good looking white kid. I am primo child trafficking right now. I was like, I work out. I'm white. You know, like, people want me right now, you know? And I was like, God damn, do y'all not read the news? Or do y'all not see anything? People are getting abducted left and right, and y'all just let me walk 2 or 3 miles down the road in fucking bumfuck Kentucky.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was a second one when I was a child, when I was half my age, actually, at 8.
Okay, so this is...
I didn't make it that far this time.
Okay.
Before I was abducted. No, I'm just kidding. I made it like 100 yards, and then I realized I had a shit.
So it came back.
We just ate dinner, and I was like, you know what? After dinner, I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm going to take my Jeff Hardy action figure, and I'm getting the fuck out. I grabbed it, packed it, I'm fucking gone. And then I make it 100 yards out, and I'm like, Man, I got a
You
shit.
made it one football field.
I had a shit, man.
There's no way.
Well, and that's the thing. I did shit outside. Because I was like, fuck them. They want me to come back and shit.
Yeah.
They didn't even know I was gone yet. But I was like, no, this is exactly what they want. So I'm going to go take a shit in this field. I was okay with that. There was nothing. There's actually benefits to like squatting and shitting because that's how your body is supposed to. There's actually problems that's called by like sitting on a toilet because that's not the natural way to shit.
Okay. That's
not what was going through my head when I was 8, though.
That's an old man statistic. Keep going.
Yes, but looking back, I was like, that's what I want to chalk it up as.
Yeah.
But that's not what fucking happened. I took a shit, and then I looked around and I was like, I didn't pack any toilet paper. Mm-hmm. And so I grabbed the biggest leaf I could find.
This isn't going well. I can just tell that this isn't going the right.
Do you want to guess what that leaf was?
By the tone of your voice? Was it like poison ivy or something?
It was poison ivy.
Yep.
I grabbed the biggest poison ivy leaf that I could find in human history.
And rubbed it across your asshole.
Rubbed it against my bare 8-year-old asshole. And there was only 2 parts of my body, and I'm allergic to poison ivy, so there's that. And there was 2 parts of my body that was affected by poison ivy. And it was my right hand and my asshole. So go figure what happened there, Roy. I don't know. So, and of course I didn't wipe all of it off, not because like poison ivy already set in, but like I was like, this hurts. Like, you know, this fucking hurts. So then I pulled up my pants, walked to the house and finished wiping my ass. But by that time, the damage was done. It was already on my asshole. It was on my hand. And, you know, you don't have to be a detective to figure out what happened there, you know? Yeah. But yeah, I genuinely can't believe you never tried to run away from home.
No.
I figured you would have.
Wow.
But you legitimately ran away from home. You didn't half-ass it. You actually did.
Yeah, I just left.
Yeah. Like, this wasn't because mom didn't make you chicken nuggets or wanted your receipts. You was like, I'm tired of this shit. I'm actually going to come up with a plan because I actually want to leave.
I just left.
God damn, Brenden, you make me sad every day.
Glad I could help. I wish I had like an 8-year-old story.
It's just full of trauma. just nothing but trauma. Yeah. Well, not much like, but you could probably tell by both those stories that our parents didn't necessarily, they probably didn't have a go-to parenting book that they read. You know, there's probably some things off.
Yeah.
Because, like,
I think it's just in general.
Yeah.
I don't think many parents have, like, the blueprint of it.
Yeah. Well, because, you know, there would be some parents that's like, oh, I need to, like, get this book or see what this parent did. I don't think my parents did any of that.
Yeah.
Because, like, even me and my girlfriend was talking about it recently because we've been watching Modern Family, and the whole thing with it is that the main character, Jay, he's not the most attentive father, not the most affectionate, so it's affected his kids, and you can see how they are. And the son was talking about how his dad's never kissed him, and I was like, my dad's never kissed me, much like you. My dad has never kissed me.
I didn't know if I was going to make that joke or you were, but you fucking did it so quick. Because I was thinking,
one and the same.
I was about to make that joke, and I was like, no, you got me. You just beat me to the punchline.
But yeah, like my dad has never kissed me, and I was like, I didn't think that was a weird thing. Like, and I'm not talking like on the mouth, like just like walking up, like kiss me on the head. Yeah, not some Tom Brady shit.
Yeah.
But then I was like, you know what? I'm going to take it a step further. I think Brendan's dad has hugged him more than my dad has hugged me.
Really?
And I didn't know that. Well, that didn't really set in until I thought about it.
I can't believe you were watching Modern Family with your girlfriend, just you two, and you brought up the fact that you think that my dad has hugged me more than...
If you can't believe that, it's not the only time it's been brought up in bed. But yeah, I said that, and then I was like, wait, is that true? And then I was like, yeah, it is, because the only time me and my dad hug is like one armed over the shoulder, like, oh, thanks for coming over for dinner. Let me know what you're doing next week. That kind of shit. Yeah. I never remember me and my dad hugging like both arms.
Next time you see him, just
Ever.
give him a big ass hug.
He would kick my fucking ass.
It's worth it. You need that hug. Just go give him a big ass hug.
I don't know, man. He's not the most affectionate person.
I don't think he would.
He's not going to kick my ass, obviously.
No, yeah. I think he'd be like...
Well, yeah, the motherfucker's at the point where he can't even raise his arm above his shoulder, so... And I'm a little taller than he is, so it's all kidney shots if he wants to fuck me up nowadays.
Hug him and, like, get his shoulder where, like, he can't really... and you'd be like, no.
I'll walk up behind him and just...
So what the fuck was that?
Yeah, I don't think any parenting book says to not hug your child ever. But also, just so my old man's not taking all the blame, there's definitely another person in their relationship that has not read a parenting book.
Yeah.
Because I know I've told you about this.
Okay.
But just for the people that aren't aware,
Yeah.
I'm not a virgin anymore. I haven't been for a little bit. I want to make that clear. You might see my Thanos T-shirt that I got from Loot Crate and assume that I'm a virgin.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I did.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Again, I will not take anything from you. Mm-hmm. But no, at one point I was a virgin for like a good 15 years or so, actually. Mm-hmm. And no names mentioned in this. We will call this woman... What do you want to call her? What's her name?
Anytime I hear this, I just immediately want to go with like their actual name. But
What do you want to call her? Like Abraham Lincoln?
no, just call her Abraham. Let's just...
Yeah, formal. Yeah, I fucked this person. I'm not calling them by their full name. It's Abraham.
Yeah, Abraham.
Or Abe. I've been in them.
Honest Abe.
It's Abe. I've been in Abe. Yeah.
Honest Abe.
Yeah. So, me and Honest Abe have been dating for a little bit.
Yeah.
And, it finally came to the time where we, I just had to get in Honest Abe.
You know if it's a name?
No.
Going.
Happy. Even happier now, honestly. Honestly, Abe.
Honestly, Abe. Yep.
But yeah, so we started fucking, and Abe's mom found out because Abe had apparently been texting their friend, talking to him about it, and as a mom, she was like, "Well, if you are going to continue to hang out, then I want you to make your parents aware of this too." Weird deal, but okay.
Real quick, because there's not much of a story to it.
Yeah.
The person I lost my virginity to told my mom that we had sex.
Oh, she's just bragging.
She just told her.
Yeah.
Like that's how.
What?
That's how my mom.
What do you want to call this person in your story?
Well, I mean, that's kind of the end of the story. So,
Damn.
Her. What's it called? Her. That girl. Yeah.
I'll call her John Wilkes Booth.
So John Wilkes Booth just told my mother.
That's a pretty neat brag.
Dude,
what did your
weird.
mom do?
She talked to me about it. Like, she told me that happened.
How did... Well, okay, so you're saying that's it, but that's not it. What?
Yeah. No, your story.
Why?
Your story is very different.
No, but why? Why did that even happen?
I don't know. I think they were just like talking.
You wasn't upset about that?
No, I think me and that girl broke up very, very soon. You know that.
You and John Wilkes Booth?
Yes, me and John Wilkes Booth. We broke up like pretty fucking quick.
Yeah, but even then, you still got to be upset about that. That's a very weird thing to tell the person.
Yeah, it's really weird. But
yeah, could you imagine banging somebody and be like, "Hey, guess what? Whoever's mom, I just they've been deep dicking your daughter. What do you got to say about that, homie?" Like
it's really weird.
Yeah,
yeah. That's why
I don't know what context that it's
just
okay.
Comes up. No, I don't know either. I try not to ask that question.
Yeah.
Yeah, when my mom was like, "Hey, I found out you're not a virgin anymore," I was like, "All right, that's where that conversation needs to end."
Yeah, you're a very you piss me off because you will have to like bring things out on a platter if you want the conversation to go further because you very much mind your own business, which I do like.
Yeah.
But like a perfect example, your own mom could walk up to you and just be like, "Hey, I heard you're not a virgin." And you're like, "Yeah." That's fucking it. You're not asking how, why, when.
I don't want to know.
In my head, I'd freak the fuck out.
I would never want to know how my mom found out. If she didn't tell me, like, hey, like, John Wilkes Booth told me, I would know.
I could just imagine that.
Like, I don't want to know how you know.
How old was you?
I lost my virginity around, like, I think it was 16.
So what'd you say?
Right
I was a year younger. But no, I could just see you being like,
yeah.
like, hey, Brenden, did you lose your virginity? And you're like, yeah, that's it. That's all you say.
No,
And it's like, yeah, Mom.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I'm glad you just think I'm the coolest person. Like, in every situation, I just play the cool guy.
Yeah. Yeah, Mom. Sure did. Yeah. Okay, son.
All right, back to your story.
I wish my mom would have minded her own fucking business like that, because I have never had an open conversation about any of that stuff. Never explaining the birds and the bees. Never explaining how to shave.
I think that's another reason it wasn't as, like, dramatic, as we had those conversations.
No.
Yes.
Yes, never brought up at all.
So yours is very different.
And so, you know, I wanted to continue to hang out with old Honest Abe. So I told my mom and my dad, and my mom was not having it. She ignored me for over a week. And I'm not talking, this is like my parents were separated, and I just so happened to be at my dad's that week.
Yeah.
We all lived together. Mm-hmm. We all ate dinner together every day. She took me to fucking school. She ignored me an entire week. You know how hard that is to do with someone you fucking live and provide for? Like, not a word for an entire week. And then she finally just...
Never a dinner's ready...
No, nothing. I just had to find out on my own. I just had to like keep my nose alert and just be, all right, pork chops are done. They're burned, but they're done. You know, meatloaf, light on seasoning, but it's done. And yeah, so she finally goes off on me, which
burnt but done.
Confusing.
Yeah,
so confusing to do when a boy has reached a big milestone in their life, and something that is so natural, and they get ignored for it for over a fucking week by someone who did the exact same act to bring this kid on earth. And so I was confused, so fucking confused. And then after a week, her best response is to go off on me. She goes the fuck off on me. She's just laying in on me. And so a lot of people, whenever they get mad, they're not really thinking what they're saying, you know?
Yeah.
And, you know, I get that, because there's sometimes I've probably said some shit that, like, I'm like, why did I say it like that? But my mom's really bad about that because she gets blinded by rage. So in the midst of her going off, she says something that in context I know what she means, and I don't say anything about it because it sounds weird the way she says it.
Okay.
But she was like, did you not even think of me? And, you know, you got to know.
I see it from both perspectives.
You got to know that
so
she's like,
weird,
like,
I also see where,
like, you wasn't even thinking how it would affect me or something like that. Like, that's what she meant to say. And my dad was like, you was probably the last thing on his fucking mind. And then she just starts going off on him. And I'm like, thanks, Pa. And I just fucking leave. And actually ran away. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, so not really a...
Hang my Jeff R.E.
I just
fucking left.
Want to go shit in the woods. Oh yeah, I forgot. I wasn't 8. I was 16.
Yeah.
It's fine. He can stay there.
This rum is still standing.
But that leads me into something that has nothing to do with it. The song of the week.
I knew you had to say song of the week.
Speaking of me fucking the 16th president of the United States, what song did you really like this week?
All right, not usually the one that I return to on this album,
but this week
it was hitting hard for some reason. Bigger Than Me by Big Sean.
Yeah, that is right.
Yeah, Halfway Off the Balcony is usually the go-to on that, but
yeah,
Bigger Than Me by Big Sean.
Any reason? Any reason it's been hitting different?
I just really like it. Like I think that sometimes I just don't give credit to the right songs, and it's just good. The way that the choir's used in it, the way that, because like that's not something like Big Sean does very often.
Yeah,
and it just does well. I mean,
I get that. I actually really like that. I like Big Sean. I feel like out of me and you, I have to defend Big Sean a lot.
Yeah,
because he would be ran through the fucking ground in this house if it wasn't for me.
Also, he says like, "I want to make the city proud."
Yeah,
and like that's something I've always wanted to do, but I'm just so disconnected from the city.
Yeah,
like it's something I've always like. I see like rappers are like him, like Detroit, or like you see other rappers like really LA, really New York, and like I wish I was that way. Like not rapping wise, but I wish like I was
podcast.
Like Kentucky is like the place that I'm from. Like even like Louisville, Shepherdsville, like regardless, like, I wish like I could really represent like the place I'm from. But
I'll never not claim my place, but I'm not just going to be like Kentucky versus the world because then it sounds like a race war. but
yeah, like I think that's another thing is like I wish I was more proud of this place and like seeing him so proud of like making the city proud. Like I was like that's so great.
You know Johnny Depp's from like not here but like Louisville area, right?
Yeah, but
he doesn't claim this.
I don't blame him at all.
He really doesn't. He's too big for it. But like I mean, even like Jennifer Lawrence does, George Clooney does, Muhammad Ali did.
If I became super famous, I wouldn't claim it. Like if someone asked like where are you from, I'd be like, oh yeah, I'm from Kentucky. But that'd be it. I'd never like.
I know if you just completely lie and be like New Zealand.
I'm from LA.
Yeah.
But what was yours?
My song of the week is I'm surprised it's taken this long for a song of hers to make it, but it's "Kill the Maim" by Grimes from that beautiful album right there.
Yeah.
And honestly, there's a good amount of songs that could have been it because I've just been listening to that album a good amount this week. But that is the album that, got me listening to Grimes.
Yeah.
And that wasn't even my first favorite song from that album. So it's grown on me a lot. And something I found really interesting is I've been trying to not just hear music, but actively listen. Mm-hmm. Because I realize there's a lot of songs that I listen to that I don't, know a lot of the lyrics.
Yeah.
And I'm just I'll sing it, but I don't really know the lyrics.
Yeah.
And so I've been kind of if I'm just chilling around, listening to music, I'll pop up the lyrics and be like, oh, I didn't know that's what they said. I thought they said this.
Yeah.
And it kind of makes the song, hit a little different.
Yeah.
She solely writes her songs, at least on that album.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, because a lot of them you'll see not to discredit people that have co-writers or anything, because I get it. Who the fuck cares if it entertains us? Then why be a stickler?
As long as you're not the only time that I'm oh, that's kind of weird is if you don't do any of it.
Yeah.
If someone wrote the song and then send it to you and then you do it, but if you're in the room, at least no, cut that, put this. If you're contributing,
or if you're just providing your song and then you have other people review it and stuff you're a co-whatever to that song. But she's if you look at the credits, it's just her.
Yeah.
And I think that's really neat. And I just love that fucking album. Mm-hmm. I genuinely thought whenever Grimes would be brought up, I thought it'd be because We Appreciate Power, which I think overall is my favorite song from her.
It's my favorite from her.
It's so good. But yeah, just this week in particular, that song has been Kill V Maim has just been fucking slapping.
Yeah.
I like Grimes, man.
I don't as much as you, but I like Grimes.
Yeah, that's fair. And the album cover is fucking dope too.
I weirdly get her and Poppy mixed up.
I kind of get it.
Don't know why.
Yeah, I mean they're both kind of pop rock chicks.
Yeah, I don't know.
But they both kind of dive into the same shit, some electronic, some pop, some rock. Yeah, I get it. They actually have a really good song together called Play Destroy. Mm-hmm. I really like it, but yeah, I also really love Poppy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got her album up there too.
Yeah, I don't think that one can be seen though.
No, it can't.
No, it definitely can't.
Yeah, I love them too. Mm. Well, I thought something was coming up.
Yeah, throw up.
I thought it was peanut butter and banana whiskey.
So you got one more before we bounce?
Oh, I actually just got a text not too long ago that I thought was crazy. We're both whores for peanut butter. Me and you.
Yeah.
And
I consider myself a peanut butter whore.
Me too. Yeah, an old PB and whore sandwich.
Yeah.
And I think I eat peanut butter every day. I think it's part of I mean, it's even in my protein shakes that I make. We're drinking Screwball peanut butter whiskey and creme de banana, and yeah, we got a little peanut butter banana cocktail going on, so we consume. Peanut butter's a lot. It's amazing. My girlfriend just sent me this. I mean, it's like from Google. She just looked at it, and she sent it to me.
Okay.
And it says peanut butter is one of the most controlled foods in the FDA list. An average of 1 or more rodent hairs and 30 or so insect fragments are allowed for every 100 grams, which is 3.5 ounces. The typical serving for peanut butter is 2 tablespoons. Yeah. Pretty crazy, right?
Yeah, that's really weird.
Doesn't change a goddamn thing for me.
No, I'm still going to have a peanut butter banana sandwich every morning.
I know the risk, bro.
Yeah.
I'm
not worried.
Like, you think I'm going to McDonald's expecting that there's not like a fucking like rodent foot in some of the Big Macs I eat? I know. I don't care.
I vaguely know what the food is at McDonald's. I don't want to fully know because I don't ever want to not like it. Yeah. So I know it's not good.
Yeah.
I just
don't tell me, dude. That's a fucked up thing for her to do.
Yeah.
Because I was like, it doesn't change anything. I promise,
but now
doesn't.
In the back of my mind, like every time I finish a jar, I'm be like, you know what?
Damn, just finishing jars.
Yeah, you don't finish the jar of peanut butter.
Not in one setting, but
well, no, me neither. But not usually.
Yeah, I just thought that was something fucked up. A little fun fact for you guys. I love peanut butter so much that I'm not. I don't care. I genuinely don't care about that.
I'm still gonna have peanut butter every day.
Yeah, me too. But I wanted to give an update on my Yes Man week I just had.
Can't wait. For me, I know the second we got done shooting the podcast.
Yes.
And I walked out there, I was asked a question, and I said yes immediately.
Very much weak-willed.
Yeah, I didn't make it very far.
Well, if you want to take it a different way, you have more people relying on you.
Yeah.
You do. Yeah. Like for transportation, for living.
Yeah. But that was just, do you want to move cars? And I was like,
oh.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, okay. So I should say I didn't legitimately just going around in every, aspect of life saying yes.
Yes.
Like, I stopped it at, like, if it was going to, like, cause, like, physical harm or discomfort.
How much was you asked to cause physical? Keep going.
Or if it was lying. Like, it wasn't going to be like, oh, hey, Roy, I'll just use my girlfriend as an example. Like, if she was like, oh, hey, do I look ugly in this? And I go, yes. Like, I wasn't going to do that. Like, so I didn't literally say yes to everything.
Okay.
Or if I was like at work and they was like, oh, hey, Roy, did you remember to do this? And I didn't. And I go, yes. And then the whole place fucking blows up.
Yeah.
So there.
I did catch one scenario. Well, I caught two. I caught one when she called you.
Yeah, right after
right after we covered this, you were called, and I heard you get hit with all the yeses. But then I also remember when I walked out there and she was telling me about all the things that you all have been doing lately, and the look that you gave me.
Yeah. So don't get me wrong, it wasn't too crazy of a week. I was like, I'm not going to hype it up like it was like, oh, yeah, I ended up going to, like, Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
But, like, again, minute convenience. It's the co-name of this fucking podcast.
Yeah.
And so, mainly what I ended up doing was I went out to eat, like, 3 or 4 times this week. Because right after we got done filming, last week, like you said, like, I texted my girlfriend. I was like, hey, I don't really feel like cooking. Do you want to pick something up? And she's like, yeah, what are you feeling? I was like, I don't care. What are you feeling? And she's like, do you want Olive Garden? Yes. That was my first yes. And she was like, oh, my God, really? Do you want to go with me? And I was like, yes. It was like 7 o'clock at night and I had work the next day. I was like,
No. That shit was so funny because you looked at me and you go, I would love to go out to dinner at 8 o'clock at night when I have to wake up at 4 in the morning for work.
Yeah, she's like, oh my God, really? And you know it, babe. And then after that, being the dumbass I am, whenever she gets home, she's like, "Oh, so you want to go with me and pick it up?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, I thought we was going in." And she was like, "Oh my god, do you want to go in and eat?" And I was like, "Yeah." To the same Olive Garden that somebody got shot and murdered in last year? Would love to, babe. And she's like, "Oh my god, I can't wait." And take that for how you will. Maybe a shitty boyfriend. The fact that she was so hyped about me just wanting to go somewhere. But it ended up, and 2 days later, it was like 8 o'clock at night. She asked if I want to go to White Castle, and I'm like, of course. The White Castle near us sucks fucking dick, so we had to drive all the way out the outer loop to get White Castle. Yeah. And then the other day, like 10:45 at night, she's like, "Do you want Dairy Queen?" You know it, babe. Of course I fucking do.
That's why you texted me and was like, "Do you want anything from Dairy Queen? I'm going."
Yeah. So honestly, it was pretty nice. Outside of me being a cynical fucking piece of shit about it, it was kind of nice, you know. And it rained, thank God. So I didn't have to go to Holiday World yesterday, which I agreed to do. I agreed to go to Cedar Point and stay there for a weekend. It doesn't look like anything's available for anything soon, so I might not go. I was actually wanting to. And I'm going to Nashville for a week in February. It's been a very expensive week for me.
Yep.
I've had no choice. But it's been fun. It's kind of forced me to do new things, get out of the fucking house a little bit.
Yeah.
It's been cool. Made my girlfriend happy. And it kind of made me realize a lot of people don't ask much of me because I don't do a lot of things and I refuse a lot of things in my life. So even though I don't think I'll continue to do it this much, I think I will start saying yes more. Because I had fun at Olive Garden. Like, it was, though I didn't get back till like 9 o'clock, it was cool going.
Yeah.
So I think I'll continue to do that a little bit more.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
Yeah. I actually had a decent week out of that.
Yeah. I kind of do that already.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you do.
Yeah, I know that I'm not someone who's going to try new things. It's that I want to. Especially like whenever my girlfriend's like, "Hey, do you want to?" I'm always like, "Yes." Even if I don't want to, I just say yes because I'm like, "Let me try this out. Let me do this."
And so I'm going to start doing that a little bit more.
Yeah.
Until it's inconvenient for me.
So
next time.
We got like another week of it and then it's done.
Yeah. So yeah, I just wanted to give an update on that. It was kind of neat. I actually encourage people, if you're like me and don't do things or turn down a lot of things just because you'd rather be at home or whatever, try to make it a point to say yes every once in a while.
Yeah.
Just go out, try new things. If a old friend you haven't talked to that much in a while wants to hang out and you're just like, "No, I haven't really talked to him in a while," make it a point to say yes.
Yeah.
You know? I think it'll turn out pretty neat. But you know, that whole thing kind of reminds me, just because I've been documenting this week. You know, we talked about Hey Babe earlier. Sal has impacted my life a lot. Mm-hmm. And, you know, I've been wanting to get like a little journal where I write down my day-to-day for a while. And Sal said he does it and he loves it. And that was kind of like a final push to get me, you know, to try it. So this whole week, I've been writing down shit. And I've just been writing down, like, the dreams I had and the day-to-day. Stuff that happened and how I think about it.
Yeah.
Are you going to do that?
No.
Summer, you talked about it.
No. I've tried it multiple times and I just don't like it.
Yeah. What goes wrong? Is it just like the consistency? Because I have fallen behind a little bit. I'm like, fuck, now I have like 2 different days to write about.
Yeah. Well, usually what I would start to do is like, say nothing happened.
Yeah.
Then like nothing happened. I didn't remember. Then I just wouldn't write that day. And then the next day I just pick it up like I never left.
Yeah.
So like there would be like inconsistencies in days.
Yes.
And like I would miss them, but like I would still write.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I didn't see that it helped me in any way. Like it didn't help me like feel like I got things off my chest. Like like if I was stressed about something and I wrote about it, it didn't feel like I wasn't stressed about it. Like I was still stressed the same.
Yeah.
I didn't feel like it helped me remember more.
Yeah.
So for me, it didn't have a personal benefit that I was like, this is why I'm going to keep coming back.
A big reason me personally I want to do it is because I'm someone that overthinks a lot of things.
Yeah.
And I saw something that like, well, to help with that, maybe you should take some, like a lot of people should take times out of their day and kind of reflect on their day.
Yeah.
To maybe kind of put that at ease. Yeah. And to me, it helps having like a physical place to write it down.
Yeah.
And I honestly wish I would have started a little bit earlier because I record my dreams too. And like 2 days before I started doing it, I had a dream that I murdered Shaq. Like legitimately, like slit his throat open, murdered Shaq.
What in the fuck?
Well, I had a dream that me and Shaq was just chilling, just hanging out. Okay. And he told me that he knows that I cheated on my girlfriend. Now, that wasn't part of the dream, me cheating on my girlfriend. But Shaq, being a little fucking snitch, was.
Yeah.
Because he was telling me that, and I was like, oh, man, what's going on? He was like, yeah, I know about it. I don't think it's cool. I got to say something. I was like, okay, man, well, we're going back to our house anyway, so you can just come with us. Mm-hmm. And I reach over and I slit his fucking throat open. On spot, dude. No fucking snitches in my dream. You would have went about that any differently, you may have survived that, Shaq. You want to be a little fucking narc. Mm-hmm. So you get your throat slit. Oh, yeah, he was a cop for a little bit.
Yeah.
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 Oh, man, I killed a cop. And not to mention an NBA champion, but...
The most dominant NBA player of all time.
I think more people care about the killing an NBA champion than a cop.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Shaq, mind your own business, buddy. Stay in your own dreams.
Yeah.
Stay in your own relationship. Nothing bad will happen next time. Yeah, I would just love to see that in my journal. Like I'm 30 years down the road, I'm reading it. I'm like, oh fuck.
What the fuck?
And it's crazy because it's not like I even saw anything with Shaq on it that day, but.
You were just hanging out with Shaq in your dreams and fucking killed him.
Well, I was talking to my girlfriend about it, and I was like, because she just ordered a journal recently too, so I was like, oh, are you doing the same thing I'm doing? And she was like, no, I just got it for like daily plans and stuff. And I was like, well, do you want to try it with me? And she's like, well, I don't think my day-to-day is really that interesting. Like, it doesn't have to be.
No.
Yeah. Like, because literally some of my days are just like, oh, I went to the gym, ate after, jacked it a couple times, but after that, pretty chill day. Like Binding. I've literally mentioned Binding of Isaac almost every day in the journal so far. Yeah. Because it's been going on a week, and this week has been very Binding forward. Like, it's been pretty much that every day. So,
hold on. Why do you push the, like, I don't want to say push the agenda, but, like, why do you want, like, me or Haley to do it with you?
Because I'm having fun with it.
Okay.
So I think it'd be cool if, y'all did it too.
Yeah, I didn't know if it was going to be like a whole thing, like you don't want to do it. If you're
it's not like a science project. I'm experimenting with you guys. I didn't know if you were
like, I didn't want to do it if I'm the only one.
No, I'm just having fun with it. I think it's neat that there's a place where I can kind of think about my day and write down not just what happened, but how I felt about it.
Yeah. I think the other thing is like writing it down physically scares me that someone else will read it. Even if it's boring as fuck, I don't want someone else to read my boring fucking day.
It makes it... I mean, what I'm describing is literally a diary.
Yeah.
This is the grown man equivalent of a diary, which is still a diary to me.
Yeah.
But if you wanted to go one step further, they legitimately have ones that have locks on them. To me, that looks like you murder people.
Yeah, I'd say that...
Yeah.
That seems...
Or you're like an FBI agent, not just a guy who does a podcast.
Yeah.
What are you hiding?
Boring days. I want no one to know about boring days.
But no, I think I just I don't know. I have a lot of fun with it. I think it's pretty interesting because
I think it's cool that you do it.
Yeah, because
it just wasn't for me.
Me, and I honestly think you too. We're not people who share every bit of what we're thinking all the time. Maybe you a little bit more so.
Think so?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I don't think I share very much at all.
Yeah.
Just in general.
Well, that's why I'm saying, like, you more so than me. I think you share a lot less than me.
Oh.
And that's why
you're saying more so is like I share more.
Oh, no. I'm definitely more of an open person than you are.
Yeah.
Like, I could legitimately walk up to your mom and tell her that I just took your virginity, and you would just be like, okay.
I hope you never tell my mom that you took my virginity. I mean, just in general, I hope that conversation never comes up.
Yeah. But if it does, I genuinely think you'll just be like, yeah, Mom. Okay. So, yeah.
Mom, mind your own fucking business.
Good night. I'm running away at the ripe old age of 16. Huh?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Thank them for jamming. Or do you want to tell them to follow us on anything, comment on anything, like anything?
No.
What did we ask them to send in?
Oh, if
you suck yourself off.
Oh, I thought you were talking about rapping over a can beat. Both of those things.
If you can rap over a can beat while sucking yourself off, send it to us and we'll give you a free sticker. Or, also, if you want a free sticker, you can just message us and ask for a free sticker.
Yeah, either or.
Yeah, you'll also get a free sticker if you just DM us a video of you sucking yourself off while mumbling, I'm assuming, a can beat.
Mumble rap.
How it's made.
Like, subscribe, review, and hit the bell.
Ooh, review. I like that one. And hit the bell. I don't think we tell them to hit the bell enough.
Yeah.
Some cool shit to do.
Yeah. But other
Follow
than
us
that,
on socials.
yes. We got brackets every day.
Mm-hmm.
We're posting more clips again.
Yep. We're on TikTok.
Yeah,
we're on
TikTok
fucking
now.
TikTok. Not the most proud about that, but I'm happy about it.
Yeah, we got 2 videos now.
Yes.
One of them apparently would have been the greatest thing ever.
But we're old and we forget about hashtags.
Yep.
It just happens. The most rapidly aging podcast in Kentucky and
That's
the
it.
world
That's
and
us.
America.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, that's all I got.
Thanks for jamming.
Peace.